some ice.
You want some ice? Okay.
Ice.
Look at that. This is BMW Sterling, Virginia. And the Redskins practice facility is like right up the street, right?
I'm sorry?
The Redskins practice facility?
Yeah, right down here.
So, I'm gonna get one of those.
See it if he drives down here?
Yes. So
I don't want to stop there. They're probably only going to win 3 or something games like that. It's not...
So all you got to do is actually when you get over here,
Yeah.
Pacific Boulevard, you make a left, go all the way down to the first traffic light, make a left, and then you go on the left-hand side, you'll see it.
Oh, okay. I might check it out.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes away from here.
Clearly, we know we're not in the dealership for me. We know we're not in the dealership for me. I don't deserve nice things. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. As you can see, my wife is about to get a new car. My day will come. Anyway, what are the top 5? What are the top 5 things Carson Wentz needs to improve on? What would you say they are? What are the top 5 things Carson Wentz needs to improve on this upcoming season? One I'll say is the, it's kind of tough, man. It's kind of tough. You know, one thing, we're not going to do this in no particular order. One thing I will say is, you know, pocket awareness. Pocket awareness falls into a couple categories. Maybe there's not 5 things since I'm jumbling these things up into categories, but let's talk about pocket awareness. For some reason, in my opinion, Carson Wentz and Nick Foles both had this crazy knack of getting balls slapped out of their hands for fumbles. Something that I hate to see. I actually don't want to see it again next season. I don't want to see it again. Carson Wentz, in my opinion, should not lose a ball to a fumble this year. Even though I know what's going to happen, but it happened a lot for Carson Wentz. And that's something that, you know, I feel like can turn the tide of a game, and it's something that we don't need happening every month of the season. You know what I mean? We just don't need those things happening every month of the season. So we talk about pocket awareness. Let's just talk about spacing and footwork. It's not very often that this happens. I mean, Carson Wentz he's shown great footwork, but he has sometimes a knack to kind of, you know, he looks sometimes undecided in the pocket. Like he may go one way, then go the other way, then he's not paying attention and gets sacked and the ball come loose, stuff like that. Carson Wentz gotta, you know, he gotta make his mind up, you know. If it's time to throw the ball away, throw the ball away. If it's time to just take the sack and don't force the pass, take the sack and don't force the pass. Which leads me to another thing that I think he has to tighten up on. Now, first I said this will be a top 5, but I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. It's probably not a top 5. Look at this car. I'm in love with this car right here. Oh my God. It's just hard. I just keep looking at it. So it's probably not going to be a top 5. Carson Wentz, man. Where he goes, we go. Which prompted this video. Where he goes, we go. I think Carson Wentz, this is another clean one. BMW got some nice stuff, man. I think Carson Wentz ultimately has to, you know, figure out what type of quarterback he wants to be. Does he want to be the one with the dynamic arm? Does he want to be the guy that scrambles like Vic? What does Carson Wentz want to do? That's what it all boils down to. Carson Wentz has to learn how to protect his body. Carson Wentz has to learn how to protect his body, but still protect his body and remain active, if it makes any sense. Like Tom Brady is really good at protecting his body. I think Carson Wentz just got a lot of work. The main thing, like I said in past videos, the main sign of improvement that I'm looking for from Carson Wentz is the ability to be able to see the defense, read the defense, and change the play. See the defense, read the defense, and change the play. If you see 8 in the box and they coming down there hunting for Jordan Howard because he's having a heck of a game, you got to be able to change that play in your favor. Just little stuff like that, man. I told my wife to get this one right here. I don't know why she didn't get that one. I think she went with an X4, X3, something like that. X5 is dope. X5 is dope. This is in Sterling, Virginia. The Redskins practice facility isn't too far from here. I wonder if this comes with the bike. I wonder if this X5 right here come with the bike. It's crazy. But man, this is what I'm gonna come back for, man. He already told me. Come back this summer, bring in the Challenger. Because Challengers maintain their value during the summer. But I'm coming for this X6. Black on black, Phantom of the Opera. I'm coming for the X6. Look at the interior, man. Just milky. Look at that. That's how this look at that. Look at that. That's how people gonna come hype to the X6. Lil Brunson. Carson Wentz got some things he need to change, man. He got some things that he need to do that's gonna make him an elite quarterback. I believe Carson is already elite, but you know, it's time, going into the 4th year, it's time to start tweaking your game. It's time to start getting certain things understood. Like, listen, I'm not going to take unnecessary punishment. I'm going to utilize every weapon we have. It's not really about, you know, forcing the ball to certain people. It's not really about, you know, when defenses know you're going to a certain position, like it would behoove Carson Wentz to get real predictable in the red zone. In the red zone, everybody this upcoming season, mark my words, Zach Ertz will be an emphasis to be stopped. Zach Ertz will be an emphasis to be stopped. Zach Ertz got to be used more as a decoy this season more than ever. More than ever. I mean, Zach going to eat, but Zach got to be used as a decoy, man. Like, I don't want to see Zach Ertz with 10 receptions in a game this year. I don't want to see Zach Ertz with 10 receptions in a game this year. I'm telling you, they're going to be on Zach Ertz, man. So I feel like the next step for Carson Wentz is definitely changing plays at the line of scrimmage and using Zach Ertz as a decoy. You know how many times Tom Brady used Gronk as a decoy? You know how many times, you know, use Zach Ertz as a decoy. Use him as a decoy. It will open up this entire offense, man. I think Carson Wentz is going to have a great year coming up. I think Carson Wentz, this may be Carson Wentz is going to have another 30 touchdown year without a doubt. I just think Carson Wentz's year coming up, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I should have shot this video up the street at the Redskins practice facility. But who are they?